10 U.S. cities that got 2 black, 4 white Americans. Did you know that in the last decade, more than 80% of major U.S. cities have experienced significant demographic shifts? Some neighborhoods are becoming so diverse that they've sparked intense debates over gentrification, identity, and belonging. Today, we're diving into a sensitive yet crucial topic: the cities that some have controversially labeled as 2 black, 4 white Americans. Understanding these dynamics is vital not just for acknowledging history, but for shaping a more inclusive future. So, if you're ready to explore the complexities of race, community, and urban culture, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss what's coming up. Over the next several segments, we'll explore each city's unique qualities, the challenges they face, and how these dynamics shape the lives of residents. We'll also include stories from locals, historical context, and expert insights. Let's jump right in. First up, we have Atlanta, the beating heart of black culture in America. Known for its vibrant music scene, incredible food, and rich history, Atlanta is often referred to as the Black Mecca. But it hasn't been without its challenges. As the city's population has grown more diverse, tensions have flared over issues like affordable housing and voting rights. Did you know that gentrification has displaced thousands of longtime residents? It's a complex issue that raises the question: who really gets to claim a neighborhood? Imagine ordering a peach cobbler only to be told it's now a trendy quinoa bowl. Talk about a recipe for disaster. The city faces a real crisis in terms of affordable housing. As new developments spring up, many longtime residents find themselves priced out. Statistics show that areas like Westside Atlanta have seen rents increase by over 50% in just a few years. This has led to protests and community organizing efforts, as residents fight to maintain their homes and heritage. Moreover, Atlanta's role as a cultural hub means that it attracts a lot of newcomers, which can sometimes create tension with the existing community. The influx of tech companies has also led to a demand for more upscale living spaces, further complicating the landscape. We spoke with local activist Maya Johnson, who has been at the forefront of community organizing in Atlanta. She shared, "It's a constant battle to keep our neighborhoods intact. We're not just fighting for homes, we're fighting for our history and culture." If you're visiting Atlanta, take the time to explore both the historic neighborhoods and the new developments. Understanding the layers of this city is key to appreciating its culture. And be sure to check out local restaurants that have been in the community for generations. Supporting them helps keep the culture alive. Next, let's talk about Detroit. Once a thriving industrial hub, the city has faced economic hardships and a declining population. However, in recent years, it's been experiencing a resurgence. While many celebrate this revival, some residents feel pushed out by rising costs. The narrative of 2 black often comes up in discussions about who benefits from this renaissance. It's like watching your favorite band go mainstream. Great for them, but what about the true fans? Detroit showcases a microcosm of America's struggle with race and economic inequality. Following the 2008 financial crisis, the city filed for bankruptcy, leading to significant cuts in public services and infrastructure. As new investments pour in, many worry that the original residents are being sidelined. Reports indicate that black residents are leaving the city at alarming rates, seeking better opportunities elsewhere. With a shrinking population, the city faces the dual challenge of revitalization and preservation. New developments often cater to affluent newcomers, leaving longtime residents feeling overlooked and disillusioned. The divide between those who can afford to stay and those who cannot is growing wider. We spoke with lifelong resident and community leader, James Carter, who said, "We're proud of our city's history, but it's hard to watch the changes when you see your neighbors being pushed out. It feels like we're losing our identity." If you're in Detroit, visit neighborhoods that represent the city's rich cultural history, like Greektown and Corktown. Engaging with local artists and community leaders can provide insight into the struggles and triumphs of those who call this city home. Make it a point to attend local events to truly experience the pulse of Detroit. Baltimore is next on our list. Known for its rich history and strong black culture, it's a city that has faced its share of controversies, especially following the death of Freddie Gray in 2015. The violence and unrest opened up discussions about systemic racism and police brutality. many residents feel that the narrative of too black oversimplifies the complex social issues at play. A crab cake in one hand and a protest sign in the other. Welcome to Baltimore. Baltimore's crime rates and educational disparities have made it a focal point for discussions on race in America. Many neighborhoods remain under-resourced, leading to a cycle of poverty and violence. Recent statistics show that the city's murder rate is among the highest in the nation, raising urgent questions about community safety and police relations. Additionally, the city's public schools face significant challenges, with underfunding leading to a lack of resources for students. This systemic neglect often perpetuates cycles of poverty and disenfranchisement. We spoke with community organizer Laura Smith, who has been involved in grassroots movements for educational reform. She noted, "It's not just about policing, it's about providing resources and support to uplift our communities. We need to be at the table when decisions are made. Engage with local activists and organizations to better understand the community's needs and perspectives. Consider attending events that celebrate local culture, such as arts festivals and community meetings, to get a fuller picture of what's happening. Volunteering with local organizations can also be a great way to give back." New Orleans, the city of jazz and soul, is up next. With its unique blend of cultures, it's a prime example of how Black culture shapes American identity. However, post-Katrina, the city has seen significant demographic changes, leading to debates over displacement and cultural preservation. It's like if the beignets started wearing designer clothes, delicious, but where's the authenticity? After Hurricane Katrina, NOLA experienced an influx of new residents, many of whom were wealthier and predominantly white. This shift has led to rising property values and increased living costs, pushing many longtime residents out of their homes. Recent data indicates that Black residents have decreased significantly in areas like the lower Ninth Ward, sparking discussions on who truly gets to call New Orleans home. The struggle to preserve cultural heritage is palpable, as long-standing traditions and local businesses face extinction under the pressures of gentrification. We spoke with local musician and culture bearers, the Reeds, who run a family-owned restaurant in the French Quarter. They shared, "We're proud of our heritage, but it's hard to see our community change so quickly. We fight every day to keep our culture alive." Visit during Mardi Gras to experience the authentic culture, but also take time to learn about the city's historical neighborhoods. Engage with local musicians and artists, as they often embody the spirit of New Orleans. Supporting local businesses is crucial to maintaining the city's vibrant culture. Philadelphia is next, a city steeped in history and struggle. The city of brotherly love has seen significant shifts in its demographics, leading to conversations about race and representation. With a strong Black community that has shaped its arts and culture, some feel that recent gentrification efforts overlook long-standing residents. Imagine trying to order a cheesesteak and being told it's now an artisanal vegan dish. Pass the provolone, please. Philadelphia grapples with stark economic divisions. While areas like Center City flourish, neighborhoods like West Philadelphia face challenges such as high unemployment rates and inadequate access to healthcare. The city has become a case study in how rapid development can exacerbate racial inequalities. As new developments cater to wealthier populations, longtime residents feel the pinch, facing rising rents and shifting cultural dynamics. The struggle for equitable development continues to be a hot topic among community leaders. We spoke with community activist and educator, Dr. Angela Brooks, who emphasized the importance of inclusive development. We need to ensure that all voices are heard in this process. Our communities have a rich history that deserves to be honored, not erased. Explore the city's rich history by visiting museums and engaging with community leaders. Make sure to support local businesses that reflect the city's diverse heritage. Attend town hall meetings to voice your concerns and engage with local issues. Chicago, a city known for its deep dish pizza and jazz, has a rich Black history. Unfortunately, it also grapples with issues of segregation and violence. While some neighborhoods have become gentrified, others remain untouched, raising questions about equity and access. It's like finding out your favorite pizza spot just turned into a salad bar. Where's the flavor in that? Chicago's history of segregation is profound, with neighborhoods often divided along racial lines. The South Side, home to a large Black population, has been particularly affected by violence and economic disparity. Recent initiatives to revitalize these areas have met resistance from longtime residents who fear they'll be pushed out. The city's systemic issues with violence have complicated efforts to improve community safety and cohesion. Many residents are calling for more investment in education and job training to address the root causes of violence. We spoke with community leader and activist, Malik Johnson, who has been advocating for educational reform. He stated, "We need to address the underlying issues that lead to violence. Education and opportunity are key to breaking the cycle." Visit both South and West Side neighborhoods to see the real Chicago and understand the community dynamics. Attend local events and festivals to connect with residents and experience the culture firsthand. Support local initiatives aimed at providing resources and opportunities for underserved communities. Welcome to Miami, where the sun shines bright and cultures collide. The city is a melting pot, but recent demographic shifts have sparked discussions about race and representation. Some neighborhoods are seeing an influx of wealth, pushing out longtime residents and altering the cultural landscape. Picture this: a Cuban coffee in one hand and a real estate brochure in the other. Talk about mixed signals. Miami's rapid growth has led to significant changes in its demographic makeup. Areas like Little Havana, once a vibrant hub for Cuban immigrants, are increasingly facing gentrification. Reports indicate that rents in these neighborhoods have skyrocketed, leading to a loss of cultural heritage. The encroachment of new residents has also led to conflicts over cultural representation and the preservation of local customs, as new developments often prioritize profit over community needs. We spoke with local artist and activist, Sofia Martinez, who has been advocating for cultural preservation. She said, "Our culture is rich and vibrant, but if we don't speak up, we risk losing it forever. We have to fight for our community. Enjoy the vibrant neighborhoods but engage with local communities to understand the ongoing changes. Attend cultural events that celebrate Miami's diverse heritage to gain a deeper appreciation of its history." Supporting local businesses is crucial for maintaining the city's cultural richness. Los Angeles is a city of dreams, but it's also a place of stark contrasts. The Black community has faced both triumphs and challenges, especially in the face of gentrification. With rising costs, many longtime residents feel left behind, raising questions about who truly belongs in the City of Angels. It's like watching a blockbuster movie where the main character gets replaced by a superhero. Where's the original story? LA's housing crisis has reached critical levels, with many neighborhoods experiencing significant displacement of Black residents. Recent studies show that areas like South LA are seeing a demographic shift as new developments cater to wealthier populations, leaving many longtime residents struggling to afford rent. The cultural landscape is also at risk, as long-standing businesses and community centers close due to rising costs, leading to a loss of cultural identity. We spoke with community organizer and activist, Tanya Rivers, who highlighted the need for equitable development. "We're not against growth, but it needs to include everyone. We have a rich culture that deserves to be protected." Take a tour of neighborhoods like Watts and Compton to appreciate their rich histories and contributions to culture. Engaging with community organizations can provide insights into the ongoing fight for equity and representation. Attend local events to connect with residents and support initiatives focused on community preservation. San Francisco, known for its tech boom and scenic views, has also been a battleground for issues surrounding race and class. As tech companies move in, many residents feel the pressure of rising rents and loss of community. It's like finding out that your favorite coffee shop is now a tech startup with $1 million view. Great for investors, not so much for locals. The tech industry's growth has dramatically transformed San Francisco's landscape, often to the detriment of existing communities. Studies indicate that Black residents have been disproportionately affected by the housing crisis, with many being priced out of neighborhoods they've lived in for generations. The struggle for affordable housing continues to be a pressing issue, with protests and advocacy efforts aimed at bringing attention to the plight of marginalized communities. We spoke with housing activist and local resident, Kevin Lin, who has been at the forefront of advocating for affordable housing. He stated, "We need to ensure that our neighborhoods remain accessible to everyone. Gentrification is not just about buildings, it's about people and their stories. Participate in community events to connect with diverse groups and understand local dynamics. Supporting local businesses and initiatives aimed at preserving community identity is crucial for maintaining the city's cultural richness. Consider attending town hall meetings to voice your concerns about local developments. Finally, we have Washington, D.C. The capital is a symbol of power and change but has also seen its share of racial tension and gentrification. With a rich Black history, many residents feel the city is changing too rapidly, leading to a loss of cultural heritage. Imagine trying to explain the history of DC over a cup of overpriced coffee. Good luck with that. DC has experienced significant shifts in its demographics, particularly with the influx of new residents drawn by the tech boom and government jobs. This has led to rising costs in historically Black neighborhoods, prompting concerns about erasing the cultural identity of these areas. The fight for equitable development continues, with community leaders advocating for policies that prioritize the needs of existing residents. We spoke with community activist and historian, Dr. Maya Green, who emphasized the importance of preserving DC's rich history. We have to remember where we came from, or we risk losing our identity in the rush for progress, she noted. Explore neighborhoods like Anacostia to appreciate the cultural richness that's often overlooked. Engage with local leaders to understand the ongoing impact of gentrification and how you can help. Attend community meetings to stay informed and involved. So there you have it, 10 U.S. cities grappling with the complexities of race and community in a rapidly changing landscape. It's essential to stay informed and engaged, not just as viewers but as participants in shaping our society. If you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts below. What do you think about the changes in these cities? And stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive into the most culturally rich neighborhoods in the U.S. Until next time, keep exploring and understanding the world around you.